Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Running inside, it's Mitchell. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Purdue's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A key in this running game will be Joe Jackson. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points on it.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hauls it in. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this.
There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Terrell.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Back to pass. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The run inside. It's Mitchell. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Booster. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. First play of the period, first down here. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go right back downfield. It's complete on the right side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Running inside, it's Mitchell. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal.
Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Randolph. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in press coverage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Back to pass. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to fire. Unleashes it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Snags it over the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got the back over the middle. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. What? Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On target. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Across the 30. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Boilermakers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Rutgers! Special teams proving to be special. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Makes the catch. It's right. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 19 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
I caught up with Coach Odom coming out of the locker room at the half. He told me that their backup running back has shown up big time today. That's because the starter really taken a lot of hits early in this game. He's a little banged up here on the sideline, and I can see them continuing to work through some issues. The good news, though, they've got depth in the running back room, and that backup is showing up big time. I'll let you know how things continue to progress down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's right.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Running inside, it's Mitchell. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Finding some room. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the stomping has commenced.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And A lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hands it off on the counter. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. This time he wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass. throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harris. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be Oh, it's blocked! Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Quarterback making adjustments. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff